Hi guys, welcome to Nora Charles show. So today I'm talking about how I met my husband. It has been 10 years back then, but before we met, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of a history. Okay, when I first came in this country, United Kingdom, my mom warned me never to fall in love with a Nigerian man. Yes, I took it and I put it at heart. Then I decided to follow my route looking for a man from my country. I come from Uganda. But the ones I met had some weird character. To myself, I said, okay, I'm a Christian. It's time to search for God to give me the right man. Now, girls out there, I need you not to panic. Yes, I was just 26. I'd finished my university. No, I was in my university doing my computer science, I think by then. 25, yeah. So I did not panic. But because I didn't like the character of the boyfriend I had by then, even though he was from my country, I said to myself, it's time for me to start. I remembered my older sister told me the steps of how to find the right man. Now, steps are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And the list goes on. So those are the steps. Now, the first step, A, is age. If you're 25, you're going to have to look for someone who's maybe 5 years older than you. The reason being that women, we tend to grow old quickly. Once we have children, we tend to our body wears out. Yes, we can exercise. Yes, some of us have genes which don't tend to grow old, but still you need an age gap. B, brain, beauty. Are you going to look for beauty, or are you going to go for anything? Brain. What does he say? Does his words have something interesting in it? You know? C, common sense, communication. When you sit down and talk to that man, how does he talk? Is he talking about himself? Or me? Or does he include you in some of the conversation? If we get married, if we this, is it a we or I? D. E, education. Is he educated? Is your priority education? That someone has to have a degree, a diploma, or something? Education. You should also consider that. It's also important. You know, we don't want to have children who are, we need a little bit of education. Doesn't mean that he has to have master's degree or anything, but a little bit of education goes a long way. You don't want to be communication becomes boring somehow, somewhere with someone who's, So I've talked about A, B, C, D, E, F. Is he friendly? Does he have friendly manner? G, is he God-fearing? It's very important, especially if you come from the background of Christianity or Muslim. You need, does he have Allah, or is he God-fearing? Does he have faith? If someone has a little bit of God-fearing, it is very important. They have that a little bit of fear of God goes a long way in relationship. What about G? and on and on and on and on. I won't go further. So those are the first step if you're looking for a husband or boy, or mainly husband. Number 2, now I'm talking about myself, what I did. After writing down those things that, my list of what a man I would want, and I'm in Europe, there's so many fish in water, then I have to embark on my list. Okay, my list, I've done it. Now I'm not going to panic because my man is already out there. If you start panicking, thinking maybe I'm going to 30, I'm going to 40, when it's going to happen, you are going to get it wrong. You need to calm down because every human, every woman has their man. Even if he's married already, if he's yours, he will divorce the other person and then he will marry you. We've seen all that because most of the time we tend to rush into marriage and reach after 10, 20 years, people divorce. It's because after a certain time you realize that that is not my type. You get bored. You shouldn't be bored with the person who's your own. No matter the wrinkles in marriage, the love should still be there. No matter how 50% it is, it will still be there. So number 2, we're not going to panic because we are taking God as our driver. Now, I'm following the protocol of a Christian girl. I've told you not to panic. Your man is there. Even if you're 40, your man is there. Trust me. And when you're ready, first of all, remember that if you're not ready, that person will still not be there. You yourself, you have to be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually ready. These things work hand in hand. That even God, when you're ready, the whole body is ready, God starts preparing for you, your husband. Because if you're not ready, that's when you reach in the marriage and you find it hard. You find it boring. You find it painful. Because mentally, you are not ready. You start to find this man agitating. Why? Because you were not ready. You rushed it. Girls, don't rush it. Don't please that man out there and open your legs. No. Sex today, sex tomorrow, sex forever is still the same. Now, those are 2 first points. You're going to write your ABCD. Then you're going to, not to panic. You're going to remember that God is your designated driver. He's in control. Number 3, we are going to embark on the prayer. What prayer should you pray to get that man? Now, I'm telling you what I did. I decided not to please my mother. I decided to do what is God's way. Because if I limited myself and please what my mom did not want, I wouldn't have met the love of my life. Now, number 3, I decided to relocate. Yes, because I was running away from this person who's from my country, Uganda, who is not of any of my ABCD. He wasn't fitting in my ABCD. Remember? There are some of the things which were not fitting in my ABCD. So now I decided to relocate myself. I moved out of London, went and got myself a job out of London and went all the way to Oxford. Yes, you know what the Bible, what God told Abraham? Move out of your place and I'll take you where I'll bless you. Ladies, now you hear my story. So, I relocated myself because I wanted to run away from this relationship because it wasn't in the characters I was looking for, the A, B, C, D. Now I moved in Oxfordshire. Now when I moved to Oxfordshire, all there was for me to re-find myself, find who I am, and not rush into any man. Now I'm moving in somewhere new, knowing that there is no, I'm just starting afresh, refining myself. Pray, and God will do it. Find me that right person. Trust me. I'm not saying that you should relocate, but that's what I did because I was running away from this relationship which wasn't interesting me, and I didn't want to, in next 10 years, 15 years, start crying. Why? Start asking myself why. I avoided all that by staying away from this person. So I prayed to God. I fasted. But the funny thing, before I even went to Oxford, I first went to Bath. I think around Bath. It's in London, some small place, very fantastic, very nice. So I moved there. I was working. But, you know, because I was praying to God to give me the right man, the man he prepared for me before even I wasn't born, they relocated me. So now you see how God is now, I left him to be the designated driver. So now I moved to Bath. It's not Oxford, but it was Bath. And I was in the health sector. So they relocated me. They told me, oh, they need more people in Oxford. So they had to relocate me. Now, you see now, because I've left God to be the designated driver, to look for my husband he has prepared for me, I did not panic. I wasn't even pressured. All I wanted was looking for money. I was looking for money because I was studying by then and I need to complete. I think I needed to pay like 4,000 £4,000. So all my focus now was, Nora, work, collect this money, your man will come. You understand? But I already put God into it and left it there. Hold on. So now that I am relocated, I relocated myself. Okay, now the work has also sent me, now decided to relocate me to Oxfordshire. And so if you leave God to be your designated driver, God will surprise you. Because the first day I go to my work is the day I met my husband. This story is so amazing that I wanted to say it, to tell it out there. Maybe when someone may try it out, like, you know, guys, this is part of my few collection, but it's finished, sold out. Simple, everyday wear dress. So the manager decides to tell me to go and a certain room and call a gentleman is needed downstairs. Guess what? That is how I meet my husband. So when I got to knock on his door, tap, tap, tap. You know, now I've put on a bit of weight, you know, and you haven't given birth to my 3 beautiful children. I was slim. I didn't have hair because I'm not a fan of hair. Yeah, I don't like hair. So I had 1 inch of hair. Normal girl. I don't like makeup, you know. Simple in my jeans, my red top. I remember very what I was wearing, plus boots. So I go knock on this gentleman's door. Papa. He opens the door. You know what they call love at first sight? I think that's what we both had. Now, the reason why I smile is because I put God in it. That the attraction we both had between each other when we stood on that door. Come on, Nigerian movie director, come and contact me because this story needs to be played in a movie. I'll tell you more. Someone needs to give me cash, maybe director, whatever director out there, come and write my story because it's beautiful. It needs to be seen all over the world. Even if you're English director or you're Nigerian actor, whoever you are, you need to come and get this story. So we opened the door. I look at this guy, tall, black, handsome. And then what he told me is like, I look at this girl, enough height, beautiful, slim. Now the attraction was so strong. We stood, trust me, we stood for almost like 10 seconds just gazing at each other. This is true story. We look at each other. Is this good-looking guy, slim, tall. We're looking at each other and we are smiling. It's that attraction that I don't know why we were both smiling. I don't know if both of us we are thinking the same way. What was running in our head, God knows. Mine, I'm like, this is fine guy, but come on, Nora, you came to work. And I think even so then from there, after meeting like that, for me I had to keep a dignity. Not sure that I've really had interest in this handsome guy. Kept my cool, know my mission that I'm there for work. Well, you know, the man had fallen over the hills. Before you know it, 1 + 2, we start dating. Now, age, perfect. B, perfect. C, communication, very important. The communication is the most important. Age, brain, beauty, communication. Now, when you're sitting down and talking with that gentleman, what does he pour out? Is he putting you in his plans, his future? Is he saying we? Or is it a I? Understand? So That's how me and my husband we met. And we've been together. And they're still going strong. Because we are soulmates. When we were dating, he decided to call our life chapter. So he would say, our book is being written. We can rewrite it the way we want, but God has opened our book, me and him, and is writing each and everything. But we can rewrite our own stories. So that's how we've been on, and we're still strong. Yes, marriage is not bed of roses, but if you find your soulmate, and you find that person who gives you joy when you wake up in the morning, trust me, you will go on no matter what. I've talked about long distance relationship. I've talked about my relationship. If you go back, you will see my video, because we already have a foundation. We did what they call the foundation. That is very important in a relationship, in marriage. Foundation. When you're dating, what you say, how you build it, what you do is very important. It's not about sex. Young girls, do not be deceived. It's not about sex. Dating is not about sex. You can even date a man and have that passion to be with him, but you can control it. Because sex today, sex tomorrow, sex will never change. It will always stay sex. It will always stay that. The words, 3 words. So now, guys, I want to just tell you the tips of how to meet the right man. God first. If you're a believer, Christian, Protestant, Church of God, Muslim, let God be your designated driver when it comes to a man. Trust me, if God is in it, even when you have trouble, you go back to him. You go back to God and tell him, see, the man you gave me is misbehaving. Do something. Do something. You have where to report. When things are not good, you have where to report. Not your mother, not your father, not your friend, but to that big man up there who knows our hearts, who knows our going out and coming in. He sees what your man does. You don't. If you're lucky enough to find out what he's doing, then you know that God loves you, because you're putting him first. God first. Second, write down the list. A, B, C, D is very important. And from there, you will know who and what you want. 3, do not panic. No, even if you're 50, do not panic. Your man out there will come for you, and you will enjoy the rest of your life. 50 is nothing, because you still have even more 30 years. 30 years is a lot. You don't know your lifespan, so you don't need to panic. Oh, I'm 30. Oh, I'm 40. Oh my God, don't panic. You don't know your lifespan. You don't know what God has in for you. Maybe if you had got married earlier, maybe something would have happened. Don't beat yourself around. Don't have pressure from family. Don't have pressure from friends. All of my friends are married. Yes, so what? Your time will come. It will be sweet. You even not believe it. And God's timing is a perfect timing. When God does things, yourself, you sit down and be like, really? Did it happen? Oh, wow. I didn't expect it. You start saying, I didn't expect it. Yes, because you put God to be your driver. You will not expect it. God's things are very sweet. Young girls, do not open your legs thinking that that is the love, true love. No. When you meet the right person, they will not even rush you into all those things. Trust me. Because they have that genuine love for you. When you follow that, my list of A, B, C, D, you'll find that even there is you understanding. Someone is very understanding. There's T, trust is very important. You know, don't be deceived. Oh, if it doesn't test it, it will not know it. No. Trust me, even when you test it and find out, so what happens? Don't worry, I've got you. Anything you need to know. So guys, thank you for watching Nora Charles, the show. And hope those tips of how to find the right man helps you. The tips of A, B, C, D. That. Thank you. Subscribe. Say comment. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Remember, God loves you. I'm your girl, and I'm here to tell you my personal stories. Thank you.